Just a disclaimer before we get into the discussion, this video will contain spoilers for World at War, Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2 campaign and zombie modes. Reznov is a character that's always piqued interest of the Call of Duty players, but in a strange way, his enigmatic presence in World at War had you rooting for him the whole way, even though you never actually played as him. Maybe it's his patriotic nature, his quotability, or straight up badassery at times that made him a fan favourite from the start. Black Ops 1 was where the theories began though. Playing as Alex Mason, you are imprisoned in the Soviet gulag Vorkuta, and you quickly discover that Reznov is also there. During the uprising, he leads the breakout in the same way that he helped lead the Soviet military in World at War, a hark back to the good old days. Reznov then becomes a huge focus of the game, helping Mason to escape many situations and finally getting revenge on those who wronged him. However, the curveball comes at the end of Black Ops 1 when you find that Reznov actually died at Vorkuta, and has been a figment of your imagination all along. The numbers, Mason. Due to how massive his character was in the campaign, it's no surprise that players wanted more of him. Rumours ran wild about Reznov being playable in multiplayer, or about him appearing in the next Zombies map, and so on. The rumours had subsided for a while until the Shadows of Your Diary page was found on Black Ops 3 Zombies. The page contained a few coordinates, and one set of coordinates pointed to Stalingrad, which is obviously the home of Reznov. Now, with the Stalingrad map releasing next week, YouTube, Reddit, and to be honest pretty much anything else to do, Black Ops 3 Zombies is alight with rumours at the moment of Reznov's appearance in Gorod Krovi, the next map. Therefore, here is a reason I think Reznov won't be appearing in the next map, but also some ways that Reznov could actually make his long-awaited Zombies debut. Treyarch have always drawn very clear lines with their universes. Campaign is considered the reality, Zombies the alternate reality, and multiplayer in a limbo of virtual reality. Although the universes may reference each other at points with cheeky nods, they never fully make the crossover. Reznov has always existed in the campaign's reality universe, and whilst we may see a small reference to Reznov, I doubt we'll physically see him in Gorod Krovi. What sort of reference may we see though? Well, I think the most likely one would be in the Stalingrad fountain. It would not surprise me one bit if you can find a sniper rifle lay against the outer wall of the fountain, perhaps with a Soviet insignia next to it. This would be a reference to the Vendetta mission in World at War, where we first met Reznov and we first played with the World at War protagonist, Petrenko. Another slightly more obscure reference could be in the score of the map itself or its environmental sounds. A clearly audible violin would be the perfect low-key reference as, in Vorkuta in Black Ops 1, Reznov talks to his father, who was a musician in Stalingrad and played the violin during the German occupation. To counter that argument however, here's why we could see Reznov in Gorod Krovi. Before now, the timeline has been very straightforward, or at least so we thought. The World at War group fight through Shinonuma, Deriza, etc. to get to the moon at the end of Black Ops 1, only for Rook Defend to take control of the Aether and royally fuck up the Earth with some Element 115 infused rockets. Back on the now partially destroyed planet Earth, the Green Room group are fighting zombie hordes and trying to appease either Maxis or Richter Fent until buried. It is then presumed that they die there, though that's another video. Then we got Origins. We assume this is how the World at War group initially met, but it wasn't until Black Ops 3 that we realised for sure that the group we saw in Origins was not the group that we know from World at War, and thus the multiverse is born. It is quite possible that there could be some way during the Easter egg to jump into a different multiverse, into the world of Reznov and Petrenko, or that we are somehow able to pull Reznov through a hole in the multiverses into our world to help us. Regardless of the outcome, I'm sure Gorod Krovi will be a great map with or without the presence of our old friend.